Morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome to our daily word from the Lord. And today, our scripture comes from a most loved and well-known scripture, Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. And I want to encourage you to meditate and reflect on that psalm today as you listen to our hymn of today, which is entitled, He Leadeth Me. This hymn is taken from Psalms 23, and it was written by a gentleman by the name of Joseph Gilmore. He was a distinguished university and seminary professor. He wrote several textbooks in Hebrew and English literature, and he was a well-loved and respected Baptist minister. But he is best remembered for the words to this hymn, which he hurriedly wrote down when he was just 28 years old. He tells the story of how he scribbled these lines down while visiting with friends after preaching on the text of Psalms 23 at a Wednesday evening service in the First Baptist Church in Philadelphia. He shared this account. At the close of the service, we went to Deacon Watson's pleasant home where we were being entertained. During our conversation, the blessedness of God's leading so grew upon me that I took out my pencil, wrote the words just as they are sung today, and handed it to my wife, and I thought no more of it. Without telling her husband, Miss Gilmore sent the verses to The Watchman and Reflector magazine, where it first appeared the following year. 3 years later, Joseph Gilmore went to Rochester, New York, as a candidate to become the pastor of the Second Baptist Church. He recalls, upon entering the chapel, I took up a hymn book, thinking, I wonder what they sing here. To my amazement, the book opened up to the words that I had written, He leadeth me. And that was the first time that I knew that those lines that I had written so long ago had found a place among the hymns of the church. A friend, William B. Bradbury, added the lines, His faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me. The words to this great hymn is, He leadeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whatever I do, wherever I be, still 'tis God's hand that leadeth me. Lord, I would clasp thy hand in mine, nor ever murmur or repine, content whatever lot I see, since 'tis my God that leadeth me. And when my task on earth is done, when by thy grace the victory's won, in death's cold wave I will not flee, since God through Jordan leadeth me. He leadeth me, he leadeth me, by his own hand he leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me. And I just want to encourage you today that God is leading you. And I want us to encourage you and myself to just follow where he leads. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside the still waters for his name's sake.